Hello, we are with DS Team 3 for the Seesaw NYU Cyber Competition. Our subject is data security, and we will be covering a federal data security law. As concerned professionals on the issue of data security, we urge you to support a federal data security law. Before we discuss data security laws, however, we should first distinguish the difference between data security laws and data breach notification laws. There already exists laws in all 50 states that the companies and organizations within them are required to notify their consumers of data breaches within a certain period of time. On the contrary, data security laws require companies to be preemptive in protecting user data by upholding certain standards in data protection methods such as encryption. These laws still don't exist in 13 of the 50 states according to the National Conference of State Legislatures. Our goal is to analyze data security laws from within the United States and abroad, and then form our own federal data security law that could be implemented in the near future. In addressing anticipated concerns with our policy, we will clarify the feasibility, implementation, and cost analysis of it. In addition to these points, we will touch upon our short and long-term goals.
The real question is it possible to nationalize data security laws? And the answer is yes. For example, California is the 5th largest economy in the world. It contains a 1/6 of our country's population. Yet they were able to implement and prosecute strict data security laws and expand consumer control over their own personal data. The same progress has been realized with the EU's multinational General Data Protection Regulation. Not only were they able to give the power over data back to the consumer, but also exact effective punitive measures against British Airways, Marriott, and even Google.
Another question may be, why do we even need federal legislation regarding data privacy laws? Currently in the United States, the only laws I really regard with data privacy are state laws. And under those laws, they vary across from state to state. With the federal legislation passed, we can set every American citizen have the same standard for their data privacy.
The next question that we will be ready to expect is how the political climate of today will affect our bill and the odds of it being passed. As you may know, the current political climate is very divisive and polarized. People are arguing on both sides of the House and the Senate to try and get bills passed. But we believe that this bill is of great importance to public safety and public data security, and we believe that this bill will affect every person, no matter which side of the aisle you sit on or which political party you identify with. Therefore, we believe that it shouldn't have as much trouble during this political climate, because it will affect not only the general public, but it will also affect those members of Congress who have to secure their data every day as well.
The next question is, who and how are we going to implement and enforce a nationalized data law? With our proposed security law, a fund will be generated that will directly support the expanded manpower for the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. Currently, the Division of Privacy and Identity Protection within the FTC is the only division responsible for data security and is seriously undermanned with only 52 full-time employees in the 2018 fiscal year, according to the Federal Trade Commission's congressional budget. With this funding, FTC will be able to expand its scope of influence to better tackle data security on a national level.
And as for our final anticipated question, can businesses afford these laws long-term? Although businesses might take a short-term hit in order to adhere to the new standard operating procedures, the decrease in data breach occurrences would save billions of dollars in private consumer data. Protecting a company's assets means protecting the most valuable commodity, private consumer data. This means protecting confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The failure to protect these pillars will result in economic losses. For example, negligent and security practices might result in customer credit card numbers being stolen, profit losses, and trust in the private sector, and even national trade and military secrets. Having a security program would safeguard against the risk of a data security leak. Thank you for your time, and we urge you to take into account how every American citizen is affected and how data security pertains to all.